like a Friday night on the weekend. I feel blessed.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla. If you're new, I film hygiene, fragrance, and lifestyle related videos. So if that's something you're into, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So today's video is going to be the part 2 to the top 10 scents I'm going to be wearing this fall. And this is the perfume version because you guys did say that you would like to have a perfume version of that video. If you haven't seen the last video, I did the top 10 scents that I'll be wearing this fall, but it was the fragrance mist version. So these are the perfumes that I'm definitely going to be reaching for the most. Some of these I want to get some more use out of, and that is why I'm going to be reaching for them a little bit more. But some of them are ones that I already love, and I already know that I want to use those for fall. So if you want to see my top 10 picks plus an honorable mention, just keep watching. Right up here in the front, we have I Don't Need a Prince to Be a Princess by Kilian. And here is this beautiful fragrance. I actually love this packaging on this perfume. I love the bottle and everything about it. So with this perfume, it has top notes of lemon, middle notes of green tea, ginger, peach, jasmine, and apple, base notes marshmallow, vanilla, and benzoin. So with this particular perfume, I really didn't understand why it said that it had a top note of lemon, but as I sprayed it and smelled it, I could see why it had lemon, because I can definitely smell it when I'm looking for it, but if you're not looking for it, you won't smell it. But the best thing about this perfume is that when it starts to dry down, you start to get that nice light green tea note. And then when it hits the base notes, you get that lovely marshmallow and vanilla fragrance. So when I put this on, I don't even think about any green tea. I mean, it's slightly there if you are looking for it, but it's not really something that's very earthy or potent. So I like to pair this with a lot of different vanilla or marshmallow fragrances, because this is like one of the most marshmallow perfumes that I have right now in my collection. I'm definitely looking for more, but this is just one that I always reach for and that I know I can use with any vanilla or marshmallow light, creamy, fluffy fragrances. And that is why I want to use this fall, because it just gives me a nice toasty, warm, cozy feeling. So this next perfume that I'm going to be wearing this fall is Eilish by Billie Eilish. This has notes of amber, and it also has notes of sugar, petals, creamy vanilla, and warm musk. So this is one I feel like you definitely have to like musk in your fragrance, because this is a sexy, deep type of vanilla. It's not like your sugary, sweet, girly vanilla. This is definitely for the grown and sexy, not for the faint of heart. So I think some people don't enjoy this fragrance because it does have that musk in there, and that can tend to lean a little masculine on certain body chemistries. And when you first put it on, it's kind of off-putting to a lot of people. It was a little off-putting to me, but I actually loved it pretty quickly. I smelled the tester and I wanted to go ahead and get the travel size, and then once I started wearing the travel size around, I knew that I wanted to go ahead and get this bigger bottle. So this is a sexy vanilla that I cannot wait to wear this fall. It just gives me vibes of walking around, and it's crisp air outside. You might be walking around going on a cute date, going to the pumpkin patch, or you have your little outfit on and you're about to go to dinner. I just think this is really good to cut through that cold air. Of course, I would wear this at any time, but it just really gives me nice, cozy, sexy fall vibes, and that's definitely what I'm here for. So this next fragrance is a new one to my collection, and would you believe that I only got this a few weeks ago? Like, look at the dent that's already in this perfume. That's how much I already am in love with this. So this is Fresh Cream and Warm Cashmere by Philosophy. So this has notes of juicy tangerine, cashmere wood, orchid, vanilla bean, creamy sandalwood, and skin musk. So this is another warm and cozy fragrance. So when I first put this on my skin, and this is why I say, like, you really have to put something on your skin and try it out and see how much your body meshes with it, because I was almost disappointed when I first put this on, because I did smell that juicy tangerine, which I did not know was in the notes at first. So I was like, this is not warm, sweet, any of that. It's not what people were saying it was. I was really confused why this was called Fresh Cream and Warm Cashmere, because I'm like, why do I smell citrus? So as I'm sitting there and it starts warming up on my skin, it starts getting sweeter on my skin, I kept getting like a waft of a sweet, tasty fragrance, and I forgot I even put this on my arm. So once I remembered, I was like, yeah, I'm so happy that I got this fragrance, and it's everything that it was hyped up to be, and it lasted on my skin for hours. It smelled so amazing. So this is one I cannot wait to pull out. I definitely want to try the regular Fresh Cream one as well, because I did hear that it has a nice like whipped cream fragrance, and I'm all about those creamy, delicious fragrances, but this one is definitely warm and cozy. That sandalwood and that vanilla bean make this so yummy, and the sandalwood just really helps it to be a little more sophisticated, so it's not just a straight up gourmand. This is categorized as a woody gourmand, so I just really feel like they really hit the mark when they made this one, because it's like if you want something sweet but you don't want something overpowering, this is a definite good one, especially for those nice brisk fall nights. So I cannot wait to continue to wear this, because obviously I love this and I know that I'm going to use this perfume up. So this next perfume is Midnight Amber Glow, and this is actually from Bath and Body Works. I kind of feel like I cheated with this one because I did mention this in my last video, and this is also a fragrance mist, but I can't lie to you, I'm definitely going to be using this and the fragrance mist both, so this had to come to this video as well. So with Midnight Amber Glow, this has notes of smooth amber, caramel latte, and vanilla bourbon. So if you know me, I'm all about that vanilla bourbon. That is one of my favorite notes in a fragrance. To me, it doesn't smell like alcohol. It really smells like vanilla extract. It's very deep and sexy. And I will say the different forms of this fragrance do smell a tad bit different, so I do recommend, if you didn't really care for the spray or the body cream, go ahead and try like different forms of this, because with this perfume it definitely gives me more of a caramel vibe than even the body spray does. It just has more of a lighter, brighter fragrance to it, just like the candle does in my opinion. So the candle on cold gives me actually alcohol, which I was really surprised by, because like I said, I don't usually pick up on the alcohol notes. It usually smells more like an extract, but when I actually burned the candle, I got a lot of caramel. I really didn't get any latte from the candle. This still gives me that smooth, frothy latte feeling, but I do get a lot of the caramel in this as well. So while this is still available, definitely go give this a sniff if you have not had a chance to, because I really think that Midnight Amber Glow is a hit. But of course, I'm biased because I absolutely love this fragrance, but this is one I am definitely going to be pulling out, because I have already been denting this, and I do have another one. Luckily, I'm hoping that they come out with a full size, but I'm not sure yet. But as for right now, I know that this is going to be gone soon, because I have been using this profusely. This next perfume is Floriental Almond, and this is actually from Dossier. So this is Dossier's version of Carolina Herrera's Good Girl, and I actually smelled Good Girl finally, and to me this smells very similar. I don't think it is exact, but it smells very similar, and once I get finished with this, I will be picking up the original Good Girl, because I would love to have that high heel in my collection. And I really love this. As you can see, this is one of my favorite perfumes, so there's no cap in my rap. I really love this one. So this one has notes of almond, peach, orris, orange blossom, tuberose, tonka bean, vanilla, and cocoa. This is just one of the most just amazing almond scents in my collection. I really enjoy this. It has like a little bit of a spiciness to it, and I'm really not even sure where that's coming from, because it gives me a little bit of like a spice, but it's just a warm fall fragrance. I love pairing this with any of my fall fragrances. It's just the perfect little addition on top. It's the perfect almond scent to put on top of your almond fragrances, like almond blossom or any vanilla almond fragrance that you may have. I love this so much. So I know that I will be finishing this fall, because Yeah, you see that dent. This one has been getting lots and lots of love, so I cannot wait to actually buy the original Carolina Herrera Good Girl. But if you don't want to spend that money, the Dossier version, in my opinion, is not exactly the same, but it is good enough that I feel like you can still get the vibe, and if you wear it, people will not know the difference, because this is a good one. I love it. So while we are on the topic of Almond, this is Perfect Intense by Marc Jacobs. So this is the intense version of Perfect. It's having a hard time focusing because it's so small, so I'll just hold it like this. But this is the intense version. So I did not like Perfect by Marc Jacobs. I'm sure that this one has the DNA, of course, because it's just the intense version. But the regular one, for some reason, smelled very floral to me, and I could not get with that one at all. This one definitely has a sweeter almond note to it. So this has notes of narcissus, night blooming jasmine, almond, and sandalwood. So I really think that sandalwood and the almond really brought this fragrance home for me. So I do have a little dent in this, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use this up or just keep using it for travel, or if I'm going to get the whole bottle or not. But I'm definitely going to be using this a lot more, and how much I actually enjoy this will determine if I'm going to get a full bottle of this or not. But as for right now, I do really enjoy it. I like to wear this with Magic in the Air, because Magic in the Air does have like a nice sweet floral almond type of vibe to it. So this one definitely pairs perfect with that. And I also like to pair this with, of course, all the other almond scents that I do have in my collection. But as for now, Marc Jacobs Perfect, I don't really care for that one, but the intense version is definitely one that I'm going to be reaching for this fall. So this next fragrance is Whipped Almond, and this is from Mix Bar. So this one has notes of sweet milk, almond, iris, and sandalwood. So since we were talking about almond, I decided to go ahead and tell you about this one next, so I can just keep everything kind of cohesive. But this is a very nice sweet almond. It's not like that cherry almond that you get from a lot of different almond fragrances. This one definitely is creamy and sweet, and I think that's due to that sweet milk in this fragrance, as well as the sandalwood. And if you can see a pattern, I love fragrances with sandalwood in it. I don't really like other strong woods like oak or anything like that. Sandalwood is like a more feminine, pretty type of woody fragrance. So that's why I think this one is definitely going to be perfect for the fall. I didn't get to wear it a lot earlier this year because when I got it, it was almost springtime, or it was springtime, but I still did get a nice little usage out of this fragrance. So I think they still sell this in Target, so you guys can definitely go give this a sniff. But this is another sweet almond. It's nothing that's too nutty, but it definitely has that nice nutty warm fragrance to it. So if you like creamy nutty fragrances, I definitely would recommend this one for this fall. Now this fragrance right here is my honorable mention, because this one I want to get a lot more usage out of. I don't know why I haven't used it as much at all, but it's a really good fragrance and it's underrated, and a lot of people do not talk about this one at all. So if you really listen to the notes, this one is a definite nice fall fragrance. So this one has cardamom, iris, jasmine, cotton peony, and tonka beans. So it definitely has like a warm but fresh feel to it. I feel like this is a very versatile, non-offensive, cozy fragrance that will work with a lot of people's body chemistry. And it's definitely one that is a sophisticated smelling fragrance with that hint of sweetness in there. So it's something that I feel like can be a great work fragrance, and also just like a casual, cozy, everyday fall fragrance as well. So I am going to be getting more usage out of this. I don't know why I haven't, but you know, it says that it is hugging you with exotic cardamom and sensual tonka bean. So it is for sure a nice, cozy fragrance, and it has just like the slightest little floral note. Now some people may be more sensitive to the florals, I will definitely say, because this does have 3 different flowers in it, but I'm not a floral loving person. I do like sweet florals, and I do like sometimes like a fresh floral, but this right here It's not something that's like straight up flower water. It's not something that you would get from the gardener or a florist. Like, this is definitely a nice one. So I just wanted to mention this one to go give it a sniff if you have overlooked it, because I know there are lots of different, you know, popular fragrances from Mix Bar, and this is not one of them. This is not one that gets talked about a lot, but I do really enjoy it, and I encourage you all to go give it a sniff. So this next one, this is one I've been having for a while. I still do not know why I haven't finished it, so I want to put more of a dent in this fall and winter, and I do want to actually buy the full bottle. I still have not. There's just certain things that I don't know why I just haven't pulled the trigger and picked it up yet. But this is Black Opium from YSL. I'm sure a lot of us are very familiar with this fragrance. This is also a fragrance that is pretty polarizing because not everyone will like this, because this is pretty strong and it's pretty particular on the type of scent family that it's in. So this has notes of pear, pink pepper, orange blossom, coffee, jasmine, bitter almond, and licorice. Also vanilla, patchouli, cedar, and cashmere wood. So this has a lot going on in it. So this is not something that I feel like is a safe blind buy for a lot of people at all. This is something that you definitely need to go to Sephora or Ulta and smell this first, because, you know, it's like a kind of like a patchouli, coffee, vanilla type of scent. It's very strong, it can definitely withstand those cold fall and winter nights, and not everyone will enjoy this one, but I really enjoy Black Opium, and I do plan on finally getting a full-size bottle of this. But this is definitely the time of year that I like to wear this, but I do want to go ahead and finish this one off this year as well. So this perfume right here is a cheapie but goodie. So this is Midnight Fantasy by Britney Spears. And the reason that I picked this one up is because last year I was watching Kayla Winfrey here on YouTube, and her channel actually blew up that year. And it's so funny because when I actually saw that video, she you know, her channel was still relatively small, but I really enjoy her videos. And then one day she just got all the recognition she deserves, because she definitely has a lot of good recommendations, and she is just such a sweet girl. Not to mention we're both Libras, so you know, I always have to support my Libra sisters out here. But she mentioned this, and she said that this smelled like a perfume version of Dark Kiss. So if you guys know, Dark Kiss is my #1 scent from Bath and Body Works, and the moment she said that, I ran to go pick this up, and I was pleasantly surprised, and I was not disappointed. So this one has notes of plum, sour cherry, raspberry, orchid, iris, freesia, vanilla, amber, and musk. So I definitely feel like the raspberry, vanilla, and I would say probably the iris is what makes it kind of like Dark Kiss, because Dark Kiss does have like rose, raspberry, and vanilla in there, just like Into the Night has those scents as well. So they're very similar, but this is also one that I would wear with Into the Night. But this fragrance is definitely very sugary, deep, juicy, sexy, sweet. I just really enjoy this one a lot. So this is one of the best fantasies. Now I have not tried them all, but I do have like the regular fantasy. I prefer this one over that one, and eventually I'm going to use my fantasy up, and I'm not going to repurchase that. But this one was only about $20 from Burlington, and you get this huge bottle for that little cheap price. I love how the bottle looks. It looks so mysterious with that deep violet. It really just seems like a mystery, but it also gives me very much cold weather vibes. And I feel like if you like Dark Kiss or if you like Into the Night, this is in that same family, and I feel like you would definitely enjoy this one. So for a cheap perfume, this has great projection and it smells really good. So I would definitely give this one a try if you have not. And then last but not least, I feel like this is still in that deep, sexy, raspberry, vanilla type of family. So this is Sofia by Sofia Vergara. So this has notes of blackberry, plum, currant buds, orchid, rose, violet, woody notes, vanilla, and sandalwood. So this is another one that I like to pair with Into the Night and Dark Kiss, even though those are like some heavy hitting mist on their own, this just definitely brings it on home. Now this one does not have a huge dent in it because this is like one of the strongest perfumes I own. I do also have the mist that I like to spray my clothes with, and I'll just spray this like on my post points. Now I'm usually an oversprayer, like I overspray everything, but with this perfume I don't need to do that at all because this is very potent. This is also another cheapy but goodie. Like you can find this on Fragrance Net, but most of the time you can find this in Burlington. You can also sometimes find this in TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but Burlington seems to be the one that carries it the absolute most. And this is around like the $20-something mark as well. But I have had this probably for a year now, and I've only used this much of it because this is how potent this perfume is. It's very good. I love to wear this at night, and I also love to wear this when it's cold outside. So if you like deep, sexy scents like that, I definitely would recommend this. So many girls have recommended this to me, and then I finally picked it up and you guys knew what you were talking about. I feel like I thank everybody all the time when I talk about this fragrance, because this is one of the best fragrances and one of the most long-lasting but affordable fragrances in my collection, and it's going to be perfect for these chilly fall days and nights. So these are the top 10 scents that I am going to be wearing this fall, plus my honorable mention. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure you guys subscribe. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers, and once we reach that, we will have a giveaway. I'm probably going to pre-record the giveaway portion and insert it in one of my upcoming videos because I'm probably going to hit 6K while I'm on vacation, and I don't want to wait to get the giveaway started, so I'm probably going to do that. So make sure you watch every one of my videos that I come out with because you don't know which one it might be in. So if you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.